I took this trade on NQ and made $2,600 profit in only 9 minutes. As you can see, my entry time is 9:40 and my exit time is 9:49. So I was done within 20 minutes of the market open from 9:30. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you why I took this trade, my analysis behind it, my thought process, how I found my buyers, my narrative, how I entered into the trade, and how I exited the trade before price reversed. And by the end of the video, you're going to see how simple and easy trading can be. And by the way, I took this trade live on stream, fully executed, entry, exit, everything. And you can join in the first link in the description below. So I start off my analysis on the 1 hour chart. So we can see on the 1 hour, we got a few things going on. So I'm going to explain it to you. First thing over here, you can see over here, we formed this swing high, right? We have this massive wick. We formed this large swing high over here. So this is a strong protected high. I do not wish for price to come up and violate this high. We can also see we have this up close candle, which is a bearish CRST. When price closed below these two up close candles, it is a bearish CRST. So we extend the opening price to the right. That is the bearish CRST, change in the state of delivery, which I marked out in red. We can see this also overlaps with a bearish 1 hour fair value gap, which I also extend to the right. And we can see price came up into it in this candle, into the fair value gap and into the bearish CRST, and we formed a rejection from it. So this high would be considered a failure swing. Then we have this bearish SMT with ES, and we formed this high. Then we dumped lower. We formed this CRST, which I did not mark out in this chart, but you can see all of these up close candles. We take the opening price of the first up close candle, we extend it out. When price closes below it, that is a bearish CRST, which also overlaps with this bearish fair value gap. Price came up into it, and then if we are bearish, we want to target sell side liquidity, and we have one obvious sell side liquidity over here, which is this swing low. So I marked out this sell side liquidity, and we head down to the 15-minute chart. So we can see we have this bearish SMT from earlier with ES. We have this obvious sell side liquidity, which is our target for the day. The sell side liquidity is our drawn liquidity. Because we are bearish and because we have reasons to be bearish, we can see the order flow on the 1 hour is extremely bearish. We came down, we came up, we came down, we came up, forming lower highs and lower lows. So order flow is bearish. So we mark out this level of sell side, which is our target. And we can see, based on my previous video of the market profile, London from the high of the day. So this is a London reversal, London high of day, which also aligns with this bearish SMT. So now we pay attention to the New York time. As you can remember, these are all 15-minute fair value gaps, which also align with the 1 hour. This whole thing is also a 1 hour bearish fair value gap. This one over here, when you go to the lower time frame, this is how it looks like. We came up into this, which is a 1 hour bearish fair value gap. We can see we have this bearish CRST, and we have refined it. We have refined the 1 hour fair value gap down to this 15-minute fair value gap. So this is a much more refined, tighter range, and this small little fair value gap, that is where price is getting rejected from. So again, more reasons to be bearish. Price is failing to displace higher. We came up into this fair value gap, we rejected it. We came up again and rejected it once more. That suggests weakness and price is looking to move lower. Going down to the 3-minute, we can see once again, over here, like I said before, this is the 15-minute fair value gap. We came up into it, came down, formed this relative equal highs over here. If you notice these two, those are relative equal highs. Price swept it over here. We came up and it swept those relative equal highs. Then we displaced lower, right? You can see I marked out my 9:30 opening price. We displaced lower at 9:30 and we formed this 3-minute fair value gap. Then price tapped into that fair value gap. So at this point I'm looking, okay, We are bearish on the 1 hour. We are bearish on the 15-minute. We have London high of day. We just swept relative equal highs and we had a massive displacement to the downside. So every time frame is suggesting that we are bearish and we're looking to move lower. So I head down in the lower time frame and we can see on the 2-minute, the same thing. We swept relative equal highs. We formed this swing high. We had this bearish CRST and a secondary bearish CRST. So again, bearish on the 2-minute as well. And on the 1-minute, this is where I executed my trade. So again, same signature and price. Consolidation, equal highs. We swept those equal highs. 9:30, we had this massive displacement lower. We came up, we rejected from this fair value gap. Came lower, went back higher, rejected from the fair value gap. Finally came back lower again with displacement, with momentum. And we formed this bearish CRST. So once we form the bearish CRST, I go short, place my stop loss right above that order block, and I target slightly below sell side liquidity. And as you can see, price just dumped right through. And here is my execution. You can see, again, taken live on stream. This was my only trade for the day. So I start trading at 9:30 as usual, and I was done by 9:49. Within 29 minutes, I was done for the day. I've made $2,600 and I'm done. I can close the charts and go about my day. Really simple, really easy. And I only need 2 or 3 of these trades per week. Some of them will win, some of them will lose. That is fine. But overall, as long as I'm positive at the end of the month, that is all that matters. So in this case, you can see this was the only trade I take. I went 20 micros on this. I sold 20 and covered it full right here. And the reason I was able to exit right before price had that reversal back higher is because I targeted a key level of liquidity. If I head back, you can see the price actually reversed back higher after I exited from the position. And the reason was, once price had swept this 1 hour sell side liquidity, it had no reason to move lower. There was no reason for price to continue moving lower. Price can easily sweep this liquidity and continue back higher. It can sweep and reverse and then move lower, which is why I set my TP, my take profit, at this level of liquidity. So it's very, very important for you to know where to set your take profit and also where to put your stop loss. So if you like to learn my strategy, the way I trade, how I'm able to trade using a simple system, and join my live trading streams, you can join. So do so in the first link in the description. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I will respond to you as soon as possible. And with that said, I will see you in the next one.